Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be back within the first week of the fall season. I hope that your summer months were joyful and productive. For the policy wonks like myself, the 2 minutes of today's political economic episode will be focused on a key upcoming summit focused on international economic and financial cooperation. And that is the G20 Summit scheduled for November 15th and 16th in Indonesia. Hi, I'm Dr. Sarita Jackson, President and CEO of the Global Research Institute of International Trade. Welcome to our first episode for the fall season of Trade on Tuesdays at 2. Whereas there are a number of group summits, for example, the G7, which consists of 7 major industrial nations, the G15, which in spite of its name consists of 17 countries from Latin America, Africa, and Asia, and the G20, which includes both advanced and emerging economies. It is the latter, the G20, which, as declared by its members, many of whom are also members of G7, or G15, is the main vehicle for international economic cooperation. Here are 2 things that you need to know, not only from a policy perspective, but also a practical perspective. But before I get into those 2 things, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you do not miss our weekly 2 tips. Tip number 1, the G20 provides an opportunity for developed and emerging economies to participate, collaborate, and shape the international economic cooperation agenda. And number 2, these discussions impact the results that we see at the practical level with regard to economic cooperation, which in turn affects economic growth and development, global consumers, and the competitive advantage of producers in different markets around the world. For instance, the World Trade Organization reported this year that many G20 countries exercised restraint in the use of trade barriers and restrictions during these times of economic uncertainty. And you can read the full report and analysis in the link below. Now, such a summit is not just for those with an interest in international relations or foreign policies. Rather, it is helpful for businesses to follow these outcomes that may affect their competitiveness in other countries. Now, I, as a business owner myself, truly understand the need to focus on the day-to-day operation of a business. That is why I will keep you posted and share my analyses on these topics here on the Grit YouTube channel, our newsletter and blog, and all of the links to each can be found below. In the meantime, if you have any questions or ideas, feel free to write them in the comment section below. Otherwise, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel.